Hello, knockouts. Tonya TKO here, and we are coming in real quick this evening. Oh, I'm so tired. But I wanted to get your thoughts. So I'm just making this video real quick, just to kind of get a feeling for what do you feel about longer videos chopped down into smaller videos? Hey everybody, welcome in. Harajuku. It's been so long. Here, weird gal. Ah, God. I just wanted to get your thoughts real quick. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. This is not going to be a long video. So Cruisin has started answering already. So for those of you who are just coming in, I just want to get your thoughts on just a few different things going on. I went to a fundraiser earlier today, and it was great, and I was drinking so much champagne and rubbing elbows with so many different amazing people. It was nice. All right. So let's talk. So today I put up two videos, and they were two videos of snippets from the longer videos. So the longer videos are up. So I don't know what you all are talking about. You're like, keep the long videos, but the long videos are up. And if you haven't seen the long videos, then that is definitely a telltale sign. Anika. Okay. Anika, let me ask you all a question. If you want to be able to listen to long form content of Tonya's, where do you go to listen to the long form content? Can anyone answer? Let me see if you all have been... I feel like there's so many lights on in here. All right, there we go. Let's see if you all have been paying attention. So, okay, so Cruisin is saying YouTube. Okay. Mandatory Reporter is saying podcast. Weird Gal is saying podcast. Kita is saying podcast. All right. Okay. Goddess Off the Grid podcast. Harajuku took it a step further. Anika is saying YT. Let me ask you all a question. If you know that I've started a podcast recently, put up a number 1. If you know that I've started a podcast recently, put up a number 1. If you never knew that I even started a podcast, put up the number 2. If you didn't know that Tonya started a podcast, put up the number 2. Right? If you having some sort of issue with the podcast versus other forms, please put up a number 3 if you're having some sort of podcasting issue. Okay, so most people, Anika's the only one. Oh, Ebony been slacking. Oh, okay, Queen didn't know. Mila didn't know. Okay, no, Mila's having an issue. So Mila, tell me what your issue is with the podcast. Paul didn't know. Okay. That means that you all are not on my mailing list. If you are on my mailing list, put up the number 4. If you are not on my mailing list, put up a number 5. Let's see let's see what's going on here. This fundraiser was so good. All right. So Tina Drishan, there's so many. Okay, Anika, this is why you don't know, because you're not on the mailing list. Okay. Chris is not on the mailing list. Hey, Jumbia, come jump into the surveys that we're doing. So Mila is a heavy YT user. Anika saying love you still. Can we feel the love? Am I feeling the love? All right. So listen, let's talk. Let's talk. All right. So if you want to get on the mailing list, there are two different ways to get on the mailing list. For some reason, I feel like I'm screaming. Let me put my earpiece in, because I feel like I'm screaming. But you all can hear me, right? Because I have my professional microphone plugged in, because I wanted to try it out really good. I wanted to try it out with the YouTube video. All right. So that means I can talk low like this, and you can still hear me. So mandatory is saying Spotify notifies me whenever a new podcast come up. All right. So there are two different ways to get on my mailing list. You can go to TonyaTKO.com/subscribe, or you can go to my shop and it's a gift to you. So there's a coupon code. All of those links are inside the links are inside the description of my videos. So getting on the mailing list, getting the book. As a matter of fact, you know what? I need to update the automatic description. YouTube has a way to create automatic descriptions that get loaded into your videos. So I need to update that with the podcast. So if you want to join my mailing list, just go to TonyaTKO.com/subscribe. That way you can get my long form content in the form of an MP3, because I've kind of shifted away from creating long form videos on YouTube, because the videos YouTube does not promote the videos. YouTube doesn't promote long videos. YouTube stops people from being able to see. Oh. Okay. What is this? Okay. I'm trying. I'm trying to move closer. I'm trying. Okay. Here we go. I'm trying to move closer. Okay. So I've made a shift from long form content on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't promote long form content, and YouTube doesn't if you're not talking about viral topics on YouTube doesn't really they don't let your subscribers know that you even have anything up. So I've kind of just made a shift away from YouTube, and I've started the podcast. I'm sorry, I'm not staying on long. I just wanted to come out and get your opinions real quick. So, Lord of mercy, my thing just fell. So Jalen is saying that Jalen misses me on YouTube. What is it that you miss? Because I still make videos about 2 times a week on YouTube. So what is it that you're missing? I want to know. Hey, Pinky. So Jalen, what is it that you're missing? Because I still make videos on YouTube. So talk to me. What is it that you're missing? What do you feel that you're missing? I'm waiting for that answer. Queen is saying, I miss the facial expressions. Well, you look at my facial expression right now. What is this expression telling you? So Dupree is saying, the podcasts are amazing. I listen at work, in my car. Tina is saying, I missed the dust hour. I only did 2 of them, but I'm trying to figure out a way to... I feel like I'm screaming, and when I scream like that, I hurt my vocal cords. All right. Just joined. Thoughts on what? I missed the viral story reactions, like the soup kitchen date reaction. I met a woman last week at my part-time job. My finances changed between then and now. That's one of my favorite videos. That's one of my favorite videos. Be there. Oh, God, it's so funny. Oh, goodness. So Jalen is saying your raw honesty, but Jalen, the honesty is even rawer in the podcast. So, a man Monday for old time's sake. You know, men don't really share the man days. So they don't share them. They keep them to themselves because they want the advantage. They don't want people to they're not sharing. So what are we gonna do about that? What are we gonna do about that? And so whatchamacallit. And so I ripped you a new ASS in a response video. What does that mean? You ripped a new ass. I hate that term. Because how a new ass is going to be ripped in there? That just sounds very painful and nasty. I laugh every time on the soup kitchen date reaction. That video was some mess. That video was a mess. All right. Means they tried it. Ollie, you ripping people new buttholes? Who are you talking about? Because if you're talking about me and you want to start tearing open new holes in my anatomy, you don't need to be on my platform. That sounds violent and it sounds dangerous. Okay, so Jalen has been cutting toxic people out of their life. So Ali, you're a person with a penis and you're making some sort of commentary about ripping a new asshole into my body. That just, it doesn't even sound right. I don't like it. I don't like it. Look, I don't like it. I don't like it. That's grotesque. I don't like it. And if you feel violently about me, you don't need to be on my platform. You know, YouTube, I have more peace on YouTube than on Facebook. If you want to go fight and act the damn fool, go over to Facebook, but don't come here with your dumb stuff. I'm not here. Let me take care of you. Cause you go make your videos and go get your 1 or 2 views. Go get your 1 or 2 views over there. I know, right? Go get your 2 views. Go get your 2 views, darling. Let 2 people go and see you. They won't even be able to see your comment anymore here because you have been blocked. Yeah, that person is gone. They got the boot. Yeah, just go get your 1 or 2 views on your own platform. This is mine over here. Talking his foolishness. Talking his damn nonsense. Hey everybody, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. People that lost their minds. He's upset because I'm telling women to have standards. And then he's talking about, was that the same person talking about do a mandate video for old time's sake? Right, but does he support the mandate videos? Apparently not. Tonight's topic is not really a topic. I'm just getting your thoughts on the, and then finding out whether or not you guys even know about the podcast. So I started a podcast. A person with a penis got triggered. Kita, we ain't promoting his little bum channel over here. We ain't promoting that nonsense. He's been blocked. So he could try to get clicks on his own time. His name, everything has been removed from my page. Oh, goodness. People out there just be wanting so much attention. And they're trying to get the queen's attention. They be trying, but I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. All right, so topic of the evening. Okay, so Janubia is saying that they like the podcast and the Jeannie Mae video about being, podcast about being her own thumbs up. Okay, yeah, I feel you on that. Liz is saying you have a radio voice, but I feel like I'm hollering. I'm hurting my voice right now. Thanks, I appreciate it. Pianist. You all are so funny. Liz says she missed seeing my face. Yeah, well, you know, I still make videos. During the week. So one thing that I've decided to start doing. The Tank podcast was good too. Yeah, the Tank podcast was one of my favorite podcasts because we had the segment in there with the What Would You Do Wednesday. What did you all think about the What Would You Do Wednesday? That was one of my favorite parts. But the only issue is that we so I don't have, you know what, I was talking with a girl. There was a girl who did an article about, it was talking about just something with leveling up and bum men. She might be a guest on the show. Wait, Mary Lou is saying, I love the podcast. I can listen at work without worrying about management seeing videos playing on my phone. You know what? That is funny. Stealth watching. Okay. All right. Okay, so there are people who like the podcast. Some people miss my face. Yeah, I heard, one thing that I heard it's difficult for people to cross over from audio to video, that is difficult for them. However, with me crossing over from video to audio, it also has its challenges, but it's easier. It's supposed to be easier, but, with people missing my beautiful face, look, I don't blame you. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do, because let me tell you, I've been making a lot of money on Facebook. Like from my videos, I've been making a lot of money on Facebook. And the money that I make are from shorter videos. And so one of the things that I'm going to do, like I don't make any money on YouTube. YouTube is not paying me. So somebody got the technique, put the phone light on low and put it face down. You're watching the Facebook Live right now? Yeah. So YouTube doesn't really pay me, but I'm making so much money on Facebook, right? And so Facebook likes short videos that people can watch. Facebook likes videos that are under 5 minutes. Liz is saying upload to YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm thinking about just taking the live broadcast and just cutting the live broadcast up into smaller videos, because some of those live broadcasts, if I do a live broadcast for an hour, that is 33 3-minute videos. How many times does 3? No, that's not 33, it's 20. I gotta get my math better. So that's an hour is 23 minute videos. So I could get 20 videos. That I probably don't have 20 good minutes in there, right? So Liz is saying edit the punchlines. Yeah. So that's what I attempted to do. Like some things are really good. But yeah, so I think that's the direction that we're going to be going in. I think what we're going to do is we're going to just do live broadcasts for videos, because I can't, unless there's something that inspires me to want to do a video. Also, you all need to go over to TonyaTKO.com/support. You can support my platform with 99 cents a month. If you don't want to pay monthly, you can do a one-time little gift, for your girl. So do that. Go to TonyaTKO.com/support and support the podcast. Support the podcast, support me, support the creators that you like, support getting the content that you like. And one of the perks is when you support the podcast, you get a special email address to be able to submit topics. You'll read the perks on that page. So you get a special email to submit topics. You also get special priority placement of your voice notes inside of the podcast. So Ricky is saying Ali made a video about you a few hours ago, but he was trying to get publicity. Why are we still talking about this person? You're just saying his name and giving him publicity that way. So let's just allow him to just go off into the ether, because we making real moves over here. We're not trying to I don't know what this person is doing, but let them use my name and try to get a few little clicks for themselves. Go get your 2 clicks. Go get your 2 clicks. Right, so okay. All right. All right, so any other feedback? Let's hear it, because we've been on for 22 minutes and I've gotten a good sense for what it is that you all like and don't like. So Natural is saying, my, the energy has been very intense lately. What do you mean by that? Elaborate. I'd love to hear what you mean. I'd love to hear what you mean. When you say no calming down, what do you mean? Oh, when you say, it's just now calming down, what do you mean by that? I'm going to say this, and I want you to hear me. I want everybody who's listening to me to hear me good right now. I'm not in the mood for nonsense right now. The next person who mentions somebody's name in this video is going into timeout, because what we're not going to do is we're not going to use my platform for promotion for nonsense. So if by you bringing up a topic of a person who is nonsensical to begin with, you're going to go into a timeout and have your commenting privileges temporarily removed. All right, because I'm not interested, and I'm not really sure how many times I need to say I'm not interested. I give my clicks to content that's worthy. Like, some of you will write to me and you'll be like, oh my God, this guy, he's so nauseating, so sickening. I can't believe this. Watch this, Tonya. And I'm like, I ain't giving my click up like that. I ain't giving my click up like that. I ain't giving my click up. All right, so S is saying, you said exactly what I was thinking about the trans community claiming their own space, if not only because it is a beauty in that space and is damped by fighting to be included in other intimate space and vice versa. Okay. Well, thank you for that feedback. Thank you for that feedback. So Liz wants to know about the being off the grid. It's, you know what, it's so you have to be the right person for it. You know, for me, this is a dream. This is a dream for me, and it satisfies so much of what it is that I like, need, and want as a human being. So yeah, we'll talk more about that because I want to do a step-by-step course. Listen, if there's anybody who wants to buy my book, you need to buy my book within the next 2 weeks if you want it autographed. If you want to get it for Christmas, you need to buy it now because there's not going to be any Black Friday sale because I'm not going to be here. I ain't going to be here. I will not have physical books with me and stuff like that. I might be able to do a Black Friday sale or a Cyber Monday sale on the electronic goods, but you all knew that I was going to Nigeria, Ghana, and Morocco. You all knew that I was going to these places. So I'm going to these places for Christmas and stuff. So for sure, for sure. S. McGrath, you might not be able to get them autographed then. If you want an autographed book, you're gonna have to buy them now, because I leave right before Thanksgiving. What is dating like being off the grid? You know what? I would say dating is it's very interesting. It really depends. So, are you talking about dating a person who also lives in an RV and lives off the grid? Are you talking about dating a traditionally housed person? Oh, goodness. Well, I don't know what an Earth ship is. Is that like some ship people are sending people to outer space in? You know what? I will vlog while I'm away. However, I have to think about how I'm going to do it. I have to think about how I'm going to do it. Because as you know, I definitely want to show you all Nigeria. However, I am not going to be taking a lot of equipment with me. So that's one. Oh, I need this heater to be blowing on me because it is chilly this evening. It's chilly. How do I feel about women proposing to men? You know what? Listen, everybody got to do what they see fit. Some women, like I said inside the video I did earlier today, I'm straining my voice. Some women like men who are not. Some women think that they like men. There's a few different things. Some of the women who are proposing to men, they're proposing to men who have proposed to them before and they told him no a bunch of times. Then so she was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to propose to him then now. Some of the women are doing it that way. Keeps saying so much that needs to go into a womb holder being able to carry a child full term. A womb transplant is not, scientifically, we're not there yet. Scientifically, we're not there yet. How are you going to get the mammaries? You're going to get mammary transplants too? You know what I mean? They're gonna get mammalian transplants and get some mammary glands and ducts and all of that stuff. It's having a child is not just about the organ of the womb. There's a lot of hormones and all of that stuff. Like, let me ask you this question. Okay, so you're gonna get a womb transplant, and then when it's time to have the child, let's say you are able to go full term. That cervix gonna open and let that baby out? What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? That the baby gonna come busting through the prostate? What's gonna happen? How is the baby going to come out? And then, listen, how I want to know, because you know those hormones get down on that task, and that's when things start shifting and that baby turns upside down. What hormones are going to make that baby flip upside down and turn its head downward? Huh? What hormone is going to make the baby do that? Is it going to be the prostatal hormone? Is going to be like inspire baby turn upside down? Come on. And then what's going to happen? Where them contractions going to come from? So Dupree is saying, how would the baby get proper nutrients? Okay. Yeah, there's so much that goes into the miracle of human life. That something like that is not, I mean, they could try to claim that they'll do stomach up. If the baby's going to be in the stomach, there's digestive acids in the stomach. I mean, they could try to do a cesarean, but there's just too much that goes into the complexities of human creation. And Weird is saying they're mad at us for being biologically women. You know, I speak at length in the podcast that I spoke about this. I'm sure some are mad. I'm sure some are not. So it's like there's so many different people, and different people feel different ways. So some may be mad. No one can speak for, for everyone. Anika's saying a womb, not a womb transplant. Yeah, I want to know, how's that going to work? How is the womb going to get blood? How do you connect all of those vessels? How? How do you connect all of the vessels? I mean, they have people who get embolisms, and just from even having their uterine embolized, they get necrotic uterus because the blood flow is stagnant in so many different places. Weird gal is saying where they're going to get these wombs. That's just scare stuff that they're trying to tell you on the internet so that you'll be like, oh. So that you'll be like, oh. They're gonna come take our kidneys and our wombs. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. If anything, we can have compassion for people who are trans. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why people are bringing it up to me either, but we can have compassion for people who are trans. It's not easy, having this innate feeling that you were born in the wrong body. It's not an easy journey or experience, And I'm sure that there is some mental unwellness that goes along with that. It's traumatizing. So I speak at length in my podcast on it, so you should go check the podcast. Liz is saying it's a mental illness. I think that would be up for debate. It was categorized as a mental illness before, but it's no longer characterized as a mental illness. It's no longer characterized as a mental illness. But I do believe that anybody who's going through a traumatic internal experience like that there is some degree of mental unwellness that exists there. And that I would hope that every person who is going through a trying journey, that person seeks out proper mental, emotional, and psychological support. That's what I'll say on that. That's what I'll say. Fellow humans, it's not easy. It's not easy. You know, so many of us have an easy way of we have things we have our journey is I don't want to say easier, because all of our journeys are difficult in the ways that they're difficult. However, all right, so back to your thoughts about what it is we were talking about. All right, what's the next comment? Okay, so everybody who is here, listen, subscribe to my mailing list. You can go to TonyaTKO.com/subscribe. Subscribe to the mailing list. You can support my video. I need to put all of these links up on my website. You know what? That's what I should do. That's what I should do. Get those links up on my website. All right, listen. Last few stuff winding down, and then we're getting out of here. Marriage marijuana. I hear you, girl. I hear you. All right. What is cupcake? What are we talking about with cupcake? I like the word, but I don't know what we're talking about. What happened with cupcake? Brianna's saying I got 5 on it. Oh, Lord. Those were the good old days, weren't they? I was so happy this week. Like this week, I was so happy. I haven't been this happy since I was like 14 years old. And Kenya is saying, my sister dresses like a man, yet is angered when people misgender her. It is a delusion in her mind. She wants the world not to see her as she shows up, but she doesn't want to show up as a woman. Well, you know, and I think that, oh, Cupcake is a 3-year-old who was murdered. No, I didn't speak on her. I didn't speak on her because I didn't know. I only heard about it once they found her, and I didn't hear much else about it. Like I saw a bunch of people who were talking, who were crying and stuff, but I didn't hear about it. Yeah, I heard about it after the fact. Like she was, like, how do you murder a 3-year-old? People out here are nuts. I gotta catch up on my videos. I gotta catch up on my YouTube videos. Yeah. So I was saying about the young lady who says her sister dresses like a man. You know, I think that we have to kind of shift away from this. These are men's clothes and these are women's clothes. I think we have to shift away from that. Hey, Ralph. I gave you a shout out in the last podcast or the one before that, Ralph. But yeah, you know what? I think that we see certain clothing. We see a plaid shirt and then all of a sudden we see a plaid shirt and we're like, oh, that's a man. You know, but when really in all actuality, clothing is, clothing is just clothing. Miss Legit is saying, why do we need to shift from that? Because it's cultural. It's cultural, and what we consider a masculine something here in this culture is feminine someplace else, and vice versa. Like all over the Middle East, there are men wearing dresses, calling them jalabiyas. You know, my father got married in 4-inch platform heels. Listen, back in the 70s, he got married in 4-inch platform heels. Now, when we see a man in heels, we're like, oh, that's gay. You know? And so it's like, oh, and you know what? Yeah, you're right. They wear what we would consider a dress in Africa too, and I love the traditional African clothing that the men wear, where they throw that thing up over their shoulder on each side. I love that. I love that. And so Brianna's saying, I wear men's and women's clothing, so let's not talk about it. Clothing. Yeah, you know, it's like when I was in high school and I used to buy Levi's, I used to buy the men's jeans because the women's were just too damn narrow for all this ass. It was just too damn narrow, you know? And so, I don't know. I don't know. And Chris was saying, people wanting Tonya to be simple-minded and ignorant so bad, but sorry she's not. You're so funny. Who do you think wants me to be simple-minded and ignorant? Goodness. Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Harajuku? Yeah, I used to buy my Levi's in the men's department. And then with the shoes, you know, the 5411s, those of you who are from the New York area, you know, the 5411s, you would pay a cheaper amount if you would buy the boys' sneakers. You know, back when your foot was still growing. You know what, how many of us are still angry at people? Not angry, but how many of us have gotten contacted by people from high school or elementary who were not the nicest of people back then, and you still hold that against them? Put up a number 6 if you still hold it against them. Put up the number 7 if you just let bygones be bygones. Just if you're like, oh, that was 20 years ago, let me just let bygones be bygones. Because when I was talking about 5411s being the right or wrong, physically assaulted me when I was in, you know, 2 different girls, right? It was one girl who attempted to physically assault me because she had all of this envy in her heart about me. And she reached out to me on Facebook, and I just remember, I did not have the interest. And there were other people who are friends with her now that are on my friends list, but I was just like, I kept her on my friends list for a little while. I tried to just let that go. To me. See, her name was annoying. And I unfriended her. I felt ridiculous, you know, all these years later. But I was just like, because I remember she used to wear those 5411s. She used to get the inside them. Her feet were like, you could see her toe knuckles. You could see her toe knuckles all bent up inside the damn shoes. And Peace is saying, I add them so I can forgive. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Listen, and you know what? I have a Forgive MP3. And so I have a Forgive MP3, and it's not that I'm holding on to anything, like I haven't forgiven them, but I don't know. I feel like there's something fundamentally flawed. So look, just because you forgive a person doesn't mean that you have to have them in your life. You know what I mean? I have forgiven, I've moved on my life, but I don't have to have them in my life. You know what I'm saying? I have released, and I've released her right from my friends list. I released her right from my friends list. I don't even know what the limit numbers up. What numbers you trying to keep on Facebook? Why do you need to have Facebook numbers? Oh Lord. You did. She said she using them for clout. I cannot right now. I cannot. Oh goodness, you gave me a good laugh on that one. The foolishness, the foolishness. Oh, goodness. That is so crazy. Oh man. Oh gosh. Don't know you exist, but remember when we were doing the survey, Miss Pink Secrets put up a 7, meaning she will let them back into her life. Miss Pink Secrets, what's happening to your survey data? What's happening to your survey data? What's happening? So silly. Okay, so Ralph, what have you been thinking about the podcast so far? What are your thoughts on the podcast since you're a listener? Some of these people here are not true Tonyaholics. They're not listening. They don't even know I have a podcast. I need to figure out a way to let more people know that the podcast exists. So what do you feel is the difference between the podcast and the videos? Ralph listens on Spotify. That's good. I have good listenership on Spotify. And so, hold on. I gotta ask for forgiveness from some people back then because I was freaking terrible. I know we were mean girls back then. Our little clique. That's sad. Oh Lord. Linda was a mean girl. Peace Candy listens in Anchor. Interrupted thoughts. What do you mean by that? Because when I do videos, it's not interrupted unless I'm doing a live video. So what do you mean by that? So we have some Anchor listeners. I heard that Anchor is not sending out the notifications when the Anchor's not sending out a notification when the new things come in. Okay. So versus the live video. Okay. But what about versus the regular videos? It's a day late. I know. I'll be doing my podcast late. Like, I'm sweeping up a podcast tomorrow. I ain't recorded it yet. Oh, thanks. Ralph likes the editing. So I need some answers for what would you do Wednesday? I asked the question, but I need you all to answer. She likes it, listens on, what, Spotify? Whew. Hump day. I know, I need to do better. I need to do better. All right. Why would I make it Freaky Wednesday? That's not even an alliteration. Freaky Friday would be an alliteration, but Freaky Wednesday? And also, will we have freaky topics? I like the what would you do Wednesday. What if you were invited to a party you couldn't afford by your white friends? What type of party is it? And just let them know you can't afford it. I ain't got that money, homie. Womb Wednesday. Oh, how interesting. So what would we do? Would I just put the microphone up near my uterus and just allow the sounds of digestion and the uterine vibration to speak through the microphone? Oh, good. Wacky. That word wacky sound wacky. Wacky Wednesday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, everybody. It's Wacky Wednesday. Just another manic Monday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wish it was Sunday. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's my fun day. Worldly Wednesday, everything around the world. But worldly does not mean around the world. Worldly means of this world. Whimsical Wednesday. Just another manic Monday. Silly Saturday. I ain't recording nothing on the weekends. That's why my Mondays podcast be late. Cause I don't be recording on the weekend. I be taking my breaks. I'm gonna have to come up with a better schedule because I cannot get this Monday video out. I cannot get this. Where's the strawberry vinaigrette? I ain't gonna have it in bed with me. I've made. So somebody wants to have a meditation Wednesday. So I'll be there meditating on Wednesdays. Raf, become a supporter of the show so you can get the special email address so you can put in your subscriptions officially. I mean, your suggestions officially. So you can make sure that I see them and are able to interact with them. Wild Wednesdays. Wow, wow, wow. Wild thoughts. So support the podcast. Go to TonyaTKO.com/podcast. Support the podcast. So Anika is stressed by Wednesday. You got to change your life, girl. If the middle of the week you stress, you got to do things different. When you turn the key to your home Wednesday, so that we can all think of Wendy Williams and her talking about turning the key to her empty house. Woosah Wednesday. Oh, that sounds interesting. Okay, Woosah Wednesday. That sounds interesting. A Woosah Wednesday. Wait, Anika just woke up her baby with laughing. Oh, gracious. What were you laughing about? I don't even remember telling a joke just a moment ago. Now you done woke the baby up. You so silly. Subconscious reprogramming Sunday. No, I already give enough for free. I ain't going to be giving hypnosis on my podcast for free too. Wash out Wednesday. Well, you wash it out. You kick up your foot. Kick up your foot. How does that song go? Kick up your foot. Wash it out. How it go? Open your foot. The next man welcome. X-rated. Tell the man I'm excited. Something, something, something. No. How did that song go? Kick out your foot. It had something to do with washing. It was like, wash out your foot, the next man welcome. What was it? Was it X-rated? No. Wash out your foot, the next man welcome. X-rated. And make the man I'm excited. Something, something, something. I don't think that was it. Or was it kick out your foot, the next man welcome? Kick out your foot. Kick out on your foot. Kick out your foot, the next man welcome. Oh, goodness. All right. X-rated. We got the duo here. So we got Ralph and LaRon on at the same time. X-rated. LaRon has been lurking. You did not come in and say hello. You just been lurking. Who said that the man can done? Tell them Shabba. Is that a Shabba song? Who said that the man can done? Tell them say Shabba no comfy done. X-rated. I made the man I'm excited. Something, something, something. Wash out your foot, the next man welcome. X-rated. I don't even know. Dust Hour Friday. You know, I wonder where things are going to go if we'll ever get a chance to come back around to the Dust Hour, because I would like to call it Ash Wednesday. I'd be like, welcome to Ash Wednesday. Oh, God have mercy. Oh, God have mercy. Ash Wednesday is awful. Oh, goodness. X-rated. I meant the man to make excited. Oh. Who said that the man can done? Tell them Shabba said no comfy done. All right. What's up Wednesday? Open topic. Let people call in for different questions. The podcasting platform doesn't have the ability for people to call in. And Miss Molly says it's too late for you to be looking this cute. Oh, don't worry. I'm going to go get some coconut oil and wipe this stuff off my face in a moment. Ash Wednesday is brilliant. Yes, Ash Wednesday. Ricky said, who behind you? You funny. I ain't walking outside right now. If there's someone behind me now inside my trailer, I'm done. What am I going to do at this point? X-rated. Only thing, how quick can I go to my reach inside thing? Just, here we go. And then pull it up and be like, ah! So people will call in ahead of time. What do you mean call? Do you mean leave a voice message? Because people are able to leave voice messages now. And Magicnix is saying YT is unstopping them from the channels they watch the most. Yeah, YT. YouTube has gone crazy. I don't even. Oh no. Tomorrow's Monday. I was supposed to sign up for this celebrity luncheon, celebrity breakfast gathering. But I don't think it's this Monday. I think it's Monday the 4th. No. Oh my gosh. When is that thing? I never signed up. My associate told me about it and told me to sign up, and I did not. I'm sorry for being unclear. Maybe you could have people instead send you emails and then you could answer them on your podcast. I think that would work better than calling. Okay. YT was so much better back in 2008. Yeah, it was so different 2008, but we were all so different. We were all so different. Could it be we were all so something, babe? Could it be we were all so something? Ew, people are still touching other people's hair out there. These people just don't know any boundaries. These people just don't know any boundaries. Yeah, but the way to submit topics for the show is to become a subscriber. Go to Tonya TKO or supporter. Go to TonyaTKO.com/podcast. Become a supporter. And you get a special email address to submit your topics. Unbelievable. People out here are nuts. They don't know their boundaries. They don't know their boundaries. What did you all think about the podcast that I did of the 3 archetypes? I want to hear your thoughts on that. I did a podcast of the 3 archetypes, and they were the people who wrote me said that they were really feeling it, but I don't know how everybody feels. Could it be it was all so simple, babe? Oh my goodness, what are you all on the East Coast doing up so late? You all, if it's, we've been talking for an hour, so we need to get out of here. Oh, wow. Well, you know what? This is why you have to subscribe to my personal mailing list. So Imaginex was unsubscribed on YouTube. Okay. That ain't got nothing to do with my personal mailing list. You need to be on my personal mailing list so that you can get the emails directly from me, because if anything happened on YouTube, YouTube is so fickle. Will you know how to get in touch with me if YouTube does whatever? Because YouTube took me out the partner program in the summer. So YouTube is bogus. Yeah. Ooh. All right. Everybody go to TonyaTKO.com/subscribe. Subscribe to my mailing list. Make sure that you're on my mailing list. I'll see you all in the next video. How about in 2 years have a girls just want to have sun cruise and we all have a great time? Oh, girls just want to have sun. That sounds like a good idea. Girls just want to have sun. That sounds like a good idea. It sounds like a really good idea. Girls just want to have fun. Yeah. It's so crazy how time just keeps moving like a river. You know, it's like I remember when Cyndi Lauper came out with that song, and then now when you see her sing, You know, because it's like she's so much older now. And the stuff that you sing about when you're like young, you know, it's like you're over there 60 years old talking about, I waded through the wilderness. Somehow I made it through. Don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. Didn't know how lost I was until I found you. Don't nobody want to hear all of that. You 6 years old with some fluffy skirt on, running around the stage. Girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. That's all they really want. When the working day is done, oh, girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have. You know, it's not the same. It's like you make songs like when you're young and dumb, and your ignorance is in the song, but people love it because, you know, because you are young and dumb. The wilderness. Somehow I made it, lost I was until I found you. I saw Buck Hollywood the other day. Speaking of, you know, old time YouTube, I saw Buck Hollywood. I don't even know how I came across his content after all these years. And it was so surreal. You know what I mean? We grew up here. It's like, you know, we were a part of do you hear that wind blowing? That means I'm about to go grab my frock and go jump outside. Wouldn't that be nice if I had like an infrared camera and I took like that blowing dress picture in the night with the moon? But yeah, it's like we grew up here. We were a part of a massive media revolution. It's like we changed the world. One camera at a time, we changed the world as they knew it. We toppled, we shook up the television industry. We brought fame into the inside of people's homes. We changed the world as the world knew it. And it's like, yeah, those were the good old days. The good old days where we had friends on YouTube. And it's like, it was so new and it was so fresh and nobody knew what YouTube would become. You know, if I would have known from my first video where I would have ended up, I don't even think that I would have believed it. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I'm not even the same person that I was when I first got on YouTube. I'm a whole different. I did my 10-year anniversary video last year. I did my 10-year anniversary video. It was very emotional. You know, it was so emotional to see myself and realize that the woman that I wanted to grow into being, I am that woman now, and all of the things that I had to go through to get to where it is that I am right now. And I, you know, looking at looking at that very first video, looking at that very first video, I felt like I was looking at my younger sister. I felt like I was looking at a younger version of myself, the version that called out for me. It was really interesting because it's like, how there's a woman or a man that you're meant to be in the future, and looking back at those videos, it felt like I could remember that young woman wanting to be who it is that I am right now. So nonetheless, we've been on longer than I thought I would. Let me just so Shell is talking about what people should do. Yeah, that would be amazing nighttime picture, wouldn't it? We need more joke cards. I don't know who that is, unless we're talking about the judge. All right, I'm gonna go spend some time with myself right now. I was 13 when that came out, along with Madonna, Like a Virgin. Oh, someone got their book in the mail today. I'm so glad. You know what kind of frightens me? One of the things that kind of frightens me is that one day I'll be able to look back at all of these videos. You know what really, I'm not even going to talk about that, but one day one day I'll have the chance to look back and see all of the damn nonsense. And it's all there, documented. I guess in some ways I'm a part of history, In some ways I'm a part of history. And even after I'm long gone, the imprint that we leave on this world, it's like the ghosts still speak on. There was a young lady who used to make videos in 2008, and I watched as her children grew up. And she died last year. And her page is still there. And it's like, it's weird because social media we've come to a place where we die, but our presence is still there, It's weird. Anyway, let me get out of here. I'm gonna go get ready for bed. Well, Soul, I'm happy you got your book in the mail. Did you order it from Amazon? Make sure you leave a review. Digital remains, that's a good way to put it. Digital remains. And it's like, people who die with cryptocurrency, who's going to get their cryptocurrency? Who's gonna know their passwords and all that stuff? What's gonna happen to that? You know what I mean? It's just gonna be out there in the ethos forever. Oh man. But the thing is that if you could leave a will if you were planning on dying. That young lady who I knew who died last year, she wasn't planning on dying. She was actually starting a new chapter in her life. And she lives van life for a year, and then she found this monk to mentor her, and she was at this monastery, and there must have been some mold there or something. She had an asthma attack when she was in this monastery by herself. And she died there alone on this new adventure. She wasn't planning on dying. Yeah, but okay, so listen, you get one drawn up while you're young and healthy, but how does that get you into the passwords? How does that get you the passwords? Huh? And so someone's saying talking about subjects like tank is so outdated, new decade, new millennial, new age. I don't know what that means. You talking about the podcast? Yeah, you go ahead and you share your cryptocurrency passwords with your trusted family. You know what? I wish if my brother has some cryptocurrency, I wish he would give me the passwords now. I wish he'd give me the passwords. Doing a bunch of things here in LA. I'm in a small rancher town outside of LA, up in the mountains, where people own horses and hay bales are being toted throughout the town. So I made a podcast about Tank. You all have to get on it. I made a podcast about Tank. So you have to go listen to that. That's my most recent podcast. And Zora is saying that's where you get life insurance so your family gets the money. Ain't nobody talking about money. We talking about internet passwords. You could do your life insurance, but what that got to do with your cryptocurrency? What that got to do with cryptocurrency? And Pink, we got another Pink coming in. Talk about I'm pretty. Thank you. Digital fiat. Exactly. That's what we talking about. Let me put somebody in timeout. Oh, you got it, Pinky. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, listen, we've been talking longer than I thought we were. I've been trying to get out of here for a few minutes now. Let me just go ahead and press the X. Make it easy.